for whatever reasons, unfortunately in the past when there was subsidy, a lot of depots, a lot of companies came into business. But when subsidy was gone, so it became a bit time of competition, of market, everybody trying to grab market share, and which is good for the nation, because once the market is liberated, then the competition starts. Everybody's going for market share, whether they increase their price or they reduce their price in order to capture the consumer. Then that is what is good for the nation. We have the choice, and we have the accessibility, and the competition. That's what is very healthy. And I mean, I have to commend, of course, Mr. President for his bold stand on removing the subsidy on petroleum products, particularly on PMS. And we see now, we hardly see fuel queues in the country. Even when we had our usual end of year fuel scarcity, it never happened in 2024. And hopefully, by God's grace, it will continue to be that. We have even supply from all parts of the country. So this is a step that has been helping the economy in terms of building confidence, not only in the oil and gas industry, but also in the other, part of the economic sectors. Where we are today, and where is the West African market? So what we did here, we looked at the cost of a liter in some West African countries, and we converted it into the current naira exchange rate to see what is the estimated cost of that in terms of naira. So when we look at our neighbors in Cameroon, a liter costs 2,156 naira. As against Nigeria, we took the average Abuja price of maybe approximately 950 naira per liter. So if in Nigeria is 950 naira per liter, Cameroon is 2,156 naira per liter. In Chad, is 1,875 naira per liter. In Niger, is 1,167 naira per liter. In Ghana, is 1,581 naira per liter. And this is, we just look at the West African country. In Senegal, which is a bit further away, is 2,540 naira per liter. Some of these countries do not have refineries. Some of these countries are landlocked, so they get petrol from the coastal countries and transport it up, and you can see why it is expensive, and you can see why sometimes there is cross-border trade because of this aberration in pricing. Because this shows our landing cost in terms of open market price, which is in the middle, versus our actual pump price. But in this case, we just took a reference of NMDPRA price. So when we look at the NMDPRA price across the country, we look at Lagos. Lagos basis, this is just a snapshot of yesterday's close. So we'll look at the close of crude oil yesterday. Crude oil close, Brent close, data Brent close at $66.85 per barrel, while the gasoline price and the crude oil drive some of these products. So the gasoline price was $659.75 per metric ton. And when we use the exchange rate, the NFEF exchange rate from CBN of 1,604.48 naira per dollar, then we calculate to see what is supposed to be the estimated open market price. So in Lagos, it turns to be like 924.4 naira per liter when you look at the real market price. I'm not saying what anybody would tell you. NMDPRA can say, I am cutting my price. Nobody will say, I'm cutting my price. But let's look at what the market is. Because cutting price or increasing price is just about getting market share. It's like competition, which you said is good for the industry, is good for the nation, to see competition, to see choice, to have options. But the reality on ground is this is what the estimated open market price is in Lagos for PMS. It's supposed to be 924.4, but NMDPRA in Lagos is selling at 925, which is almost at the market. So when we pick up Enugu, the price in Enugu based on lending costs, and when we say estimated market price, we look at the cost of transportation. Let's say from offshore Lagos, from depot in Lagos to Enugu, then you put in cost of moving that liter in a truck. So in Enugu, it should be selling at 955 naira 82 kobo. But NMP's price there is 960 naira. So about 4 naira 20 kobo higher than the actual landing cost. And when we go to Calabar, NMPC price is 960, when in reality the 930.3 naira per liter. You go to Maiduguri. Maiduguri is 992.5 naira per liter landing, estimated open market price. NMP selling at 999. So they are almost 7 naira or 6 naira 50 kobo higher than the landing cost. So this is just to give you an idea of the pricing across the country. Now, 18-day sufficiency is good for gas or for petrol or premium water spirit, but where is it? Is it offshore or the vessels or onshore? So what is important, we need it onshore. We need it in the depots, in the stations. So when you look at the cycle on the right-hand side, the blue part of it is showing 13 days. What that 13 days shows, this is the volume, this is the sufficiency we have on land, either in our depots or in our petrol station. And that's why we see very healthy drive in, drive out at the petrol stations. While the orange one is what is on the ships, which means we have this volume equivalent to 5 days sufficiency. And how do you say 5 days? What does that mean in real number? The real number means 50, we say our sufficiency is 50 milliliters every day. So if we have 5 days, that means we have 50 milliliters times 5 days. So that's what we have. And then we have the 13 days. So in total, we have 18 days sufficiency. So even if, for example, the refineries stop working, we don't import, at least this country will run for the next 18 days without, ideally, fuel queues, unless if there is a panic buying.